Okay. Cool. I just want to find like maybe some prompts,
Hmm.
some guiding questions, but um
There might be some on the assignment page.
yeah, I'm looking at it now. Just kind of just some inviting questions about the culture sketch.
Hmm.
Uh-oh, sorry, I closed my video. Sorry.
No worries.
Okay, cool. So how are you?
I'm tired, but I'm good. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Feeling that
Wow.
end of semester energy.
Yeah. You look really well reserved in it. Like you're pushing
Thank you.
through and
Yeah,
you're taking it all in stride.
trying to.
I can
Yeah.
appreciate that. Can appreciate that energy. So tell me what you want to tell me about your culture sketch. Like I felt like it was an interesting piece to work on. Tell me what
Yeah,
stands out for you and what you feel like you want to
sure.
share.
Yeah, I think it was a really good exercise just sort of to actually experience a lot of the topics we've been covering in class. I've found that I really resonate with the more experiential exercises that we do, and it really helps me to understand the materials in a different way. So that was a good experience just to try that out. And that's not like that's a bit newer for me in like a school environment. I definitely, well, it depends, but like a lot of classes I've taken in the past have not had any sort of experiential aspect. So these exercises were definitely have been really helpful.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, there's there's a number of pieces of it that stand out. I'm wondering like which one. Let me see. I'm just looking
Yeah.
through my notes here.
No, no worries. Like maybe you can tell me about something that felt like empowering for you. Do that
Yeah,
sketch.
yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Um, I think, oh, this is an interesting one. Yeah, I mean, I feel really I'm actually, so for the national origin one, I'm a dual citizen. And which I feel like extremely lucky to have. That definitely is a privilege for me. And um, yeah, it's just interesting to reflect on that one. I was born in the US, but I also have Swedish citizenship, and I definitely like have a really deep connection to my family and like all of my ancestors from Sweden more so than from anywhere else. So it's always nice to like reflect on that and sort of just to think about how um yeah, just because like I live here, I was born here doesn't mean I can't be connected to these other aspects of my identity. So I think it's like yeah, it's always refreshing to reflect on that. And there's actually there's like a quote in the beginning of the textbook that we read in Mimi's class, the Arnett and Jensen textbook, because I think they're one of them's American and one is Danish, and they quoted like one of their own kids saying something like, "I'm not 50% American, 50% Danish. I'm 100% American and 100% Danish." And I really liked that. It really stuck with me. I think it's like just
Yeah.
in the intro to the book,
Yeah.
but I liked thinking about identity that way. Like, I mean, it's it can be whatever we want it to be, like if we, and I guess that's sort of like learning about like more narrative approaches. I guess that's sort of like how that works. It's like we get to tell our own stories. So if I want to decide that I'm 100% of both of those things, then I am 100% of both of those things. Um, so yeah, I don't know.
That's awesome. I hear you saying tell your own story. Like
Yeah.
I hear that in your whole spirit. Like even when you talk with your hands, like the
Yeah.
emphasis on telling my own story is important to you. Tell me a little bit more about that. Like, are you setting up your life to kind of present your story in a way, or tell me how
Mm.
you're telling your own story?
Yeah, I mean that's such a rich question. I love that. I definitely think that's like sort of what brought me to where I am today. Yeah, just with the arts, that's always been an aspect of it. I mean, even when I was working like with some like creative things, but not specifically in the arts, I always referred to myself as a storyteller, no matter like what I was working with, like if I was working with film or if I was working with other things. So that's definitely a huge piece of like how I see myself and how I want to come across to the world. And I think how I sort of like realized, I actually want to shift this and I want to go into expressive arts therapy specifically, is I'm also really passionate about helping other people like find their own stories and the stories that like really resonate for them and make them feel empowered and good. And so I think as much as it's a part of myself and like what I want to do and how I want to present myself as a storyteller in the world, it's also helping other people like find the way that they can do that. Whether like for some people, maybe that's like very nonverbal and just working with like, you know, a visual art or something. And for other people, maybe that is like actually writing their story or, you know, doing like a poetry performance or something. So
yeah, that, you know, that definitely led me to my next question. You kind of just touched on it, about what brought you to CIIS when it comes to that capacity of telling your story. So I appreciate you sharing that already. Thank you for that. I swear I don't have any more questions for you because I feel like you've answered the whole sketch.
Oh, great. Yeah, I mean, there's
it's not much to say. and that, right? Like, I see you as a storyteller for sure. And I feel like every parts of the arts, you are able to express it and show visuals and show the whole dramatic and all of the things where someone can receive that. So I definitely applaud you there because I feel shared with, I guess. And I feel like it allowed me to know more about your passion too. So I want to recognize that too. Also too, and I like how you're presented today because it feels like teacher vibe. I'm artistic teacher vibe there. I
with
love
my
it.
like turtleneck and bun.
Right.
For
right.
sure.
Yeah. So overall, culture sketch, would you, if you were in that role of therapist, would you use that as something, as a tool to work with your clients or future clients?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I feel like it could be, I mean, it could be used in so many ways, but like based on the discussion we've just been having and sort of, I really liked this later prompt of like what feels empowering in the sketch. And I think it could really be used as like a strengths-based sort of exercise in helping. Of course, it might also bring up some things that don't feel like strengths, and like definitely want to acknowledge that and would hold space for that too. But depending on, I could see how depending on like which parts are focused on or how the questions are framed, it could be like a great way for someone to really like find the strengths in their identity that they want to pull up to the front and share. Yeah,
Definitely. I totally receive that. I do.
Yeah.
Yes. Cool. Thank you for that, Amy. Thank you for sharing with me.
Yeah, this has been a great discussion.
Yeah, it does. Definitely keep it on the up and up, on the positive, empowering.
I'm needing that right now. So this is
me too. This is working both ways. So
awesome.
For sure. Definitely. Thank you for that. Is there anything else you want to share with me regarding this piece or just overall your experience?
I don't think so. Nothing specific is coming to mind.
Yeah. I definitely want to give you another appreciation with your drama and your film and all of the things you do, like that. Amazing.
Thank you so much.
You're amazing.
Really,
and hopefully in the future we get to work together and do all kind of cool things.
I hope so.
Yeah, definitely.
Looking forward to it.
Sure. So I feel like that's enough. I've already sent her the the piece, the written
I'm
piece.
gonna stop this one